Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. If you own a cargo style e-bike, you need to do these two things right now. Let's get into it. Okay, when I'm referring to a cargo style e-bike, I'm talking about an e-bike that is designed to haul passengers and or bulk cargo, heavy cargo, such as this Mooncool CG2 right here. It's got a longer frame in the back right here, and it's designed to carry up to 450 pounds. Now, down here we have what's called a center kickstand or an A-frame kickstand, and that is an important attribute of a cargo style e-bike. And the reason being, if you're going to be placing children back here or cargo back here, you want your e-bike to be sitting upright and straight and not leaning over like a typical bike would do with a typical kickstand. Because you don't want to be loading your children up and the bike is already teetering over to one side, and then somebody falls over and bonks their head, right? But oftentimes, people who have a cargo style e-bike, they're not always hauling children around, or they're not always hauling heavy cargo, and they're just using it for everyday use, just running around, yet they still have this style of kickstand. And what happens is, they're constantly having to take their bike on and off this kickstand, right? And so, raising it up, getting it on there, every time they get on or off their bike, they're constantly doing this. And what that's doing, it's causing additional wear on that kickstand, and not just a kickstand, but the frame where the kickstand is welded onto. So over time, these weld joints right here, where the kickstand is mounted to, this support piece, all this starts to weaken up. And what can happen is it can actually snap off and break. And you don't want that to happen when you've got children on the back or you've got a load of cargo and you're trying to get your bike on and off the kickstand, and all of a sudden the kickstand falls off, right? So there's two things you need to do. One, you need to inspect your bike right now today and inspect it often. Inspect your kickstand, make sure it's attached really well, make sure those weld joints are still nice and firm and there's no cracks or anything in the weld joints where something looks like it's getting ready to break. And like I said, you need to do that often because this kickstand is holding a lot of weight. The second thing you need to do is you need to purchase a secondary kickstand. And what I'm talking about is a kickstand like this that's mounted on a regular bicycle. It allows the bike to lean over, but it's mounted right here in the back side of the bike. There's holes right here. They're called 40 millimeter holes. They're 40 millimeters apart, and that's where you typically have your kickstand mounted. Some cargo style e-bikes will have that mount, and so if you have these two little holes back there in the back frame, all you have to do is buy a regular kickstand that is a 40 millimeter, what they call 40 millimeter. It's the width between the two holes, and simply mount it to your bike so you can have a secondary kickstand. Now, that also makes it easy if you have something like a setup like mine where you have your bike stored in the garage and maybe you need to move it out of the way a little bit, shuffle things around. Every time you touch your bike, if you don't have that, you're going to be raising it up and lowering it off of that A-frame kickstand. And that's kind of a pain in the rear, right? But it's causing additional wear. But a stand like this allows you just to tilt your bike up straight and just wiggle it around, move it however you need to. Now this eBike Flux, we just recently got it in, and it has the A-frame style or center style kickstand on it. One of the first things we did, we went ahead and put a regular kickstand on it right here, and that's what we use here in the garage because it just makes it easier to move it, move it around. That's exactly what I'm talking about right here. Now when you're shopping for a kickstand, you're going to find a couple different kinds out there. This is the one I'm referring to that has the 40 millimeter holes. Well, this one actually has extra holes in it, but oftentimes they'll only have two, and it mounts directly to your frame. Another style is the kind that actually clamps on to the bike frame. Now, I'm only showing you one part here. There's another part that clamps on, and it just kind of squeezes around the bike frame right down here. Those are the two main styles you're going to be looking for when you're shopping for them. But look at your bike first and find out if you have that mount where you can use this one, the 40 millimeter hole one. In the case of the Mooncool CG2 that we just got in, it does not have those holes down here for us to mount a kickstand like we wanted. So we're going to have to resort back to this style right here. And like I said, it's going to be mounted to the frame just like this. The other piece is going to go on the back side, and you screw them together, and basically it just pinches there against the frame. Now, if you have most cargo style e-bikes are 20-inch tires, so when you buy a kickstand, make sure it's one that is designed for 20-inch bikes. I'm going to have some linked in the description down below for you to go check out. So hey, let me know in the comment section down below if you own a cargo style bike, and if so, go inspect it right now. Leave a comment down below and let us know if you find any cracks in the weld joints or in the frame, or if your kickstand is loose, and just let the community know how big of a problem this is. It has already happened to us here. It's happened to my neighbor friend down the street where his frame broke. So it's an important issue for you to address. And like I said, there's going to be links down in the description down below for you to go and check out a couple kickstands that'll probably work for you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in another video real soon. Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. If you own a cargo style e-bike, you need to do